Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your love reading for January 22nd through to the end of February 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, truly grateful for each and every one of you. So let's see, thank you, what we've got coming out for you guys in the month of February. This reading is for those of you in a current romantic relationship, or if it comes up, a temporary separation from your person. If you are single and looking for new love, I will be covering that in a separate reading for you guys, okay? So let's have a look and see what we've got coming in here. Okay, we've got the Fates, and we also have higher power coming in here. For some of you, this connection that you have with your person, this may actually be a spiritual connection. You may be feeling as though this person is someone that you're meant to be with, a soulmate. When we have the Fates card here, okay, this is that deeper divine connection. Okay, it's like this fated energy bringing you and your person together, which actually brings a lot of blessings. Now, it's not necessarily without its ups and downs. Of course, every relationship does have those. Okay, but it's just this big, strong, spiritual, powerful bond that you have with your person. This person may be someone that you've manifested into your life. Some of you have been with your person for a long time, and others, this is a little bit newer to you, and you're trying to navigate what this means to you, because you could just be feeling this really strong spark, and you might not be 100% sure what it means. You might be a little bit uncertain, okay? So you might actually be consulting your higher power there. But the Fates card also has to do with, not just fate, karma, okay, destiny, and also has to do with acceptance. So when we do get the Fates card, this shows that, the person that you're with right now, whether you've known them for a short time or a long time, this is someone that you're meant to be with. You're meant to connect with this person. Sometimes it's very possibly could possibly be a twin flame connection, okay, especially since we have the higher power. Now, we're not all meant to meet our twin flames in this lifetime, but I have a feeling some of you here may have, especially with the higher power that's coming out here with the fated energy. So if that's you, okay, if both of you are spiritually ascended, then this is a magical connection, one that you just cannot explain. You can't explain it to yourself. You can't explain it to your friends and family. They might be sitting there going, what the hell are you up to, Capricorn? But you know what? You know deep down somewhere, okay, that this is the person for you. You know you have this bond with this person. For others of you, I feel this is a soulmate that's here for you. Okay, but the Fates card here, this is the energy. This reminds us to accept our person for who they are, for the good, the bad, the ugly. Now, of course, if there's any kind of, abusive kind of energy or anything like that, run for the hills. Okay. Sometimes when people get in those habits, patterns and things, that's a little bit of a tricky energy. Okay. So, unless someone's really willing to commit to changing their ways, they likely aren't. Okay, so an abusive relationship is not a soulmate relationship, and it is not a twin flame. Okay, just saying. All right, whether you feel this connection or not. Okay, but but I do feel that for the majority of you here, this is something really strong and something powerful, and something really quite magical on a lot of different levels. But this is a reminder to accept people for as they are. Does your person have a habit of leaving the wet towel on the bathroom floor? As annoying as it is, sometimes, is it worth an argument? Is it worth upsetting the apple cart over? Probably not. Okay. Do they have any other bad habits or anything like that? As long as they're not hurting anybody, what does it matter? Okay, so sometimes we do need to accept others for as they are and not try and mold them or change them. If you're in a relationship and, some people out there, they're like, oh, well, this person is 70% perfect, 70% what I want, but I can fix them. No. Okay. Chances are you're not going to fix anybody. All right. So accept people for who they are and let the magic happen. But we've got the higher power here also. So this is you and a person having a really, really deep, strong, powerful bond. Okay. Something that you've been drawn together by forces, forces that are to be reckoned with. Okay. So something magical and something really wonderful. Now, this could also represent that at least one or both of you are actually awakening to a higher power. You're going through this spiritual ascension, spiritual growth. And as we do that, our relationships sometimes change a little bit. So if you and your person can grow together, then that is absolutely magical, and it is really wonderful. For others of you, it may create a little bit of an issue, especially if your person doesn't quite understand, and maybe they are going through a little bit of a spiritual ascension there, and maybe you feel a little bit left out. Go with the flow. You know what? Go with the flow. They're clearly answering a higher calling, and it's a very magical energy. So it feels as though it can actually really benefit your relationship there. Okay, but certainly a lot of magic that is in this connection. A lot of beautiful, beautiful spiritual energy coming in here too. So I feel for the majority of you here, this is very wonderful. So let's pull some more cards. See what else we've got here. We've got the King of Arrows right in the heart of your reading. Crossing, we've got the Magician. Look at, there's that magical connection there. All right. Beneath you, your underlying feelings. Nine of Cups, very nice. Recent past, Queen of Arrows. Look at that soulmate energy. The King and the Queen of Arrows, that's the King and Queen of Swords. Talk about a spiritual connection. Okay, you and your person probably have a lot to talk about. It's just wonderful. So lovely balanced connection there. Crowning you, your goals, thoughts, possibilities, is the Nine of Coins. Jeez Louise, look at this. Near future, we've got the Three of Cups. Wow. You, your current attitude, and also advice, the Five of Coins. Okay, Five of Coins, always that lack mentality, right? Accept things for as they are. External influences, we've got the Chariot card there. Hopes and fears, we've got, the Fool with innocence there, and your overall outcome, the Princess of Coins, and that is an offer. Very nice. The underlying energy at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Arrows, which is the Four of Swords, and let me point out here, the higher power card is also card number 4, a deep spiritual connection with you and your person. This is putting your mind at ease, putting your mind at peace. Okay, and sometimes when we do have that deeper spiritual connection with people, this could be where you don't necessarily always need to communicate with words. Maybe you just communicate with a look or a wink, or maybe just being in the same room with your person. You know exactly what they're thinking and what they're wanting. I mean, I gotta tell you, your cards that are coming out here, Capricorn, they're absolutely beautiful. Okay, and I just feel here that even if there's some issues, right? Five of Coins. Okay, even if there's any issues here, I feel that you'll overcome them. Some of you may have actually overcome a lot in this relationship already. The Four of Arrows shows this peaceful connection. Okay, shows that, of course, spiritual connection as well, but also shows a little bit of healing as well. Okay, so perhaps you and your person have at one point taken a bit of a time out. Perhaps you've even extracted yourself from the hustle and bustle of day-to-day life here in the Four of Arrows. You may actually have a little bit of a getaway planned with your person. Okay, you either have gone on a getaway or you're planning one. All right, and this is just something so that you and your person can really connect, really get to know each other a little bit better, okay, or just rekindle a little bit of a spark. But the King of Arrows here really does show a very how should we say, a connection on a higher level. King of Arrows is the King of Swords energy, represented here by Adonis, okay, a little Greek god there. And this could show that there's communication really is important to you and your person, and communication on all levels. Communication verbal, written, spiritual connection, intuitive communication as well. It's just one of these ones where, either you have something important to talk about right now, okay, or you are just in this connection with your person where you just really communicate freely. Okay, but it is soulmate connection here. We've got the Queen and the King of Arrows both showing up. So there is balance and harmony in your relationship, okay? And I feel that even if you have some issues, some ups and downs that appear along the way, you resolve them by talking about it, by hashing it out, okay? And by giving each other, especially with the Four of Arrows, by giving each other their chance to tell their side of the story, okay? Some of you may have, I just feel that your communication level in this particular connection is just totally off the charts, okay, in an incredibly powerful way. For some of you, this has been something you've learned over the years with your person. Okay, and for others of you, it's just like natural, it just flows, and it's just really quite wonderful. So love that, okay, love that energy that's coming in. So communication really is very important, okay, but I feel with this King of Swords coming up in the upright, right in the center, there's either a conversation that needs to be had, okay, or one that's ongoing, something continuous, okay, but this is something that takes you to the next level, takes you to the next step. As we do have the Magician crossing you. Okay, so the Magician does represent, of course, manifestation energy. So those of you in a newer relationship here, if you're feeling as though this is a connection that you've manifested into your life, a soulmate, a twin flame, okay, whatever that happens to be for you, okay, the Magician shows you that, yeah, you're right. This is what I brought to you. This is what I manifested. So don't doubt this connection. Go with the flow. Accept this person. Accept all the blessings that have been, brought forth to you. Okay, and just go for it. Just go with it. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. No matter what your situation. Okay, we always should anyway. All right, and you will be guided. Okay, you will know. And excuse me, if you already have this this feeling that this is what this connection is, then trust yourself, okay? Sometimes we second guess things. Sometimes when we get what we want, we question it and we're like, okay, I think this is what I wanted, but I don't know. Is this really? It's like don't look a gift horse in the mouth, all right? So, for others of you, perhaps you are trying to revive the spark in your relationship, okay? Even though we're really good at communicating, we've got this deep connection, okay, with the person. Again, the Four of Arrows here with the Magician could certainly represent your need to just reconnect with your person on a different level. Sometimes we get caught up in the hustle and the bustle and the day to day, or sometimes our career gets in the way, our money gets in the way, our kids, our family, all of these things. And sometimes we need to put the magic back into our relationship. Not that there's anything really wrong from what I'm seeing here, but I just feel as though it's like rekindle the flame, rekindle the spark. So perhaps that Four of Arrows, a little romantic getaway. And actually, if you look at this particular card, right, we do have two people there lying down at peace, getting some much needed rest, or really getting that quiet time together, so perhaps you can get away for a night or two, and even if you can't afford to get away, the Five of Coins, maybe there's some financial issues going on, okay, some career issues possibly going on within your relationship, and it happens. All right. And even if you can't afford to get away for a night, a couple of nights or whatever, maybe there's something that you can do at home. There's a lot of free things that you can do. And you may have that opportunity. Okay. Beneath you, the Nine of Cups. You are feeling good. Okay. Whatever your situation is, you're feeling really positive. For some of you, you are feeling as though this is your manifestations come to light, your wishes come true. And the Nine of Cups really does show that. This is a wonderful energy showing your at peace, you're content, okay, you're really enjoying this moment in your relationship, and yeah, you are just, oh my goodness, you're just feeling really, really good at this particular time, okay. The Nine of Cups also does show that you're really hopeful as well. So if there has been some issues in your relationship, okay, if there's some financial struggles, or maybe you're just feeling like you need to reconnect on a deeper level with your person, the Nine of Cups shows that you are really hopeful, okay, that you'll be able to do this, and you're feeling really, really positive. Your recent past, we do have the Queen of Arrows. So for some of you, this is a newer connection with your person. Okay, maybe you haven't been together too long, a month or 2 months maybe. Okay, maybe even 3. And, you know, you're just feeling this bond between you and your person deepen, okay? And you may have actually been, you know, you may have met this person, interesting, you may have met this person online. You could have met this person at a conference, maybe even through friends with that Three of Cups there. But wherever you met this person, communication really is key. Now, between you and your person with the King and Queen of Arrows, sometimes this does represent people getting together a little bit older in life. That it does come with a very mature energy. The Queen of Arrows, the Queen of Swords, and the King usually as well, but especially the Queen of Swords often represents an older person who is quite often, you know, divorced or has had some relationships gone sideways previously, as a lot of people have anyway, and may actually represent somebody, either you or your person, who has some boundaries up, okay, who is actually very warm and very loving and very caring, but has their guard up sometimes a little bit. But, you know, between the two of you here, you complement each other really well on all levels, on all planes. You're really honest and open with each other also, okay? And maybe sometimes a little bit blunt, okay, as those King and Queen of Arrows tend to be, okay? Sometimes honesty and truth. And sometimes we don't always want to hear the things that have to be said, but, you know, but it just feels like you're very open and receptive with each other in this connection. So a lot of magic is going on here. So it's really quite positive. But again, some of you may have actually met through some sort of intellectual endeavor as well. Okay, or you just really have a lot to talk about. Like, there's no subject that you can't broach with each other. There's nothing that you can't discuss. Perhaps both of you as well are actually on a little bit of a spiritual journey. Both the King and Queen of Arrows are very wise in a lot of aspects, okay, very intelligent, very smart conversations, but also highly intuitive as well. So again, you might just be connecting on a higher plane. The Nine of Coins is here, is crowning you, okay? And the Nine of Coins, as far as love goes, shows that you are being showered with abundance, okay? You're feeling this is a wonderful connection, and you're just feeling as though you've made it to the big time. Some of you may actually have some financial issues that are on the brain, okay, especially with the Five of Coins that's there. Okay, maybe you're not, some of you have been focused on your career path possibly, and now you've met this person and you're like, I don't know if I want to give up my independence quite yet, okay? And you know what? It feels as if you have that kind of conversation with your person, something about your finances, something about following your dreams, your goals on a personal level, on a financial level, okay? I feel as though there's a deep level of understanding and that comes in here, okay? And we all have goals that we have outside of a relationship, okay? I feel if you've been with your person for a long time, there's something new that you want to do. The Magician quite often does bring in something new, and the Nine of Coins, maybe a different career path. Okay, maybe there's something like a home-based business that you want to expand upon. But I just feel that some of you have some lofty personal goals. Okay, it doesn't have to be about money. Okay, but there's something that you maybe want to talk about with your person. Okay, but certainly there could be, the Nine of Coins does bring in an energy of success, of fulfillment, okay, of completion as well. All right, and with the Five of Coins there, some of you, I just feel as though you're feeling as though this connection here is very beneficial for you on all levels. Perhaps you, by joining forces with your person, you may have an opportunity to move in together or to deepen your commitment level with each other, and to move forward with your relationship, okay? And I just feel this may actually be, on a boring kind of level. This may actually benefit both of you financially as well as personally with your goals, right? Sometimes, sometimes we follow a traditional structure in regards to relationships, right? Sometimes people, they follow the tradition, they get married, they move in together, they have kids and all this stuff. But sometimes not so much these days, right? Sometimes people's idea of a higher level of commitment is just moving in together. You may actually even be in a situation where you want to keep your finances separate from your person. Especially if someone has been divorced, okay, maybe they've got alimony payments and things like that. Maybe you're just, really wanting to keep your finances separate from your person. A little bit untraditional sometimes, but you know what? It's becoming more and more so the tradition, right? So you could have that going on here, okay? But overall, I feel that, you may actually be improving your finances in some way, especially if something has been a little bit sketchy, okay? But I feel ultimately here, this 9 of coins, this is like feeling really good about this connection on all levels, okay? Your heart is happy with the 9 of cups, all right? Your bank account or your material world, okay, is happy, or you're at least hoping it will be with the 9 of coins, because the coins doesn't just represent your money and your finances. It represents all things in your material world, your finances, your knowledge, your values, your sense of security, your sense of worth, okay, and also like your home, right? All of your material world. So the 9 of coins is just like, you just maybe really thinking that there's a lot of abundance in your life, okay? And there is this potential here, if you haven't already hit the big time, okay, with your person, you are certainly feeling really, really positive about it, okay? That, that you can build a life with this person, okay? If you're thinking of making a trip somewhere, okay, again, money may actually be a little bit of a concern. The 9 of coins shows that maybe you have some financial increase coming in, and that will actually get you what you wish for, okay, what you hope for. So you might actually need to concentrate on your money just for a little bit, okay, especially that Magician. Some of you may have a new job that you're pursuing, or those career goals, okay, but this will improve your finances and your material world with your person, okay, with you and or with your person. Some of you are not together in that respect yet, okay, but this really does put you in the driver's seat to treat yourselves to the things that you want. When we have the 9 of coins, it is that reminder to treat yourself and to enjoy the moment, okay? Buy yourself those little things, okay? And so I think that some of you are maybe going to put other issues aside, okay, and maybe find some money there to, to either make a big purchase, move in together, blend your finances, or maybe even have that little bit of a romantic escape. But your near future here, we do have the 3 of Cups, joy, celebration. This is getting together with your friends, and this is clinking a glass. So something to celebrate in your near future. Now, this could certainly represent a new job. This can certainly just be, you getting together with your social circle. Maybe you get to the stage there in your relationship where you introduce your very wonderful person here to your friends. And with the 3 of Cups in the upright, that goes very, very well. All right. You could even just be, just in this energy of being jovial. So, especially if you are resolving an issue, or if you're making those long-term improvements in your romantic life, right? This 3 of Cups really does bring in that celebratory kind of energy. So it certainly does bring in, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, okay, a lot of feeling connected. All right, and again, some of you might just actually be getting together with your friends. But let's just clarify that 3 of Cups there and see what we may be celebrating. Could just be celebrating life in general. We've got the Page of Swords, the 5 of Cups coming out for the second time, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is like a fresh perspective, a new way of looking at things. The Page of Swords Okay, represents some good news, some new communication, okay, maybe even a different way of doing things. All right, then the Page of Swords brings about a little bit of curious kind of energy as well. So you could certainly be in that element where your friends are really curious about your relationship with this wonderful magical person that you keep talking about and that you've got this connection with, and they're like all excited, right? That Three of Cups there is like little chatter, little chit chatter. Okay, so you could be telling your friends about something. Okay, but again, the Page of Swords can also just be some really good news. Okay, some good news coming in there that's a cause to celebrate. Okay, finding solutions, finding a way forward. The Five of Cups. All right, if something has disappointed you within a relationship, or if you've had some money troubles or anything, and it feels as though here the Page of Swords, you're going to be looking at things a little bit differently. You're going to be trying to let bygones be bygones, or again, the Fates energy there, accepting a person for all of their good, their bad, and their ugly, right? So sometimes we have to accept people for their flaws, okay, and just embrace the wonderfulness that is them. That Five of Cups there, okay, looking at things a little bit differently. And we have the Queen of Cups bringing in this beautiful love, romance, this caring energy, okay. If some of you are not already head over heels, I think you are certainly going to be very, very quickly. You're going to be realizing that you are very, very quickly. You're telling your friends here, the Page of Swords, you're telling your friends that now you're really realizing why other relationships didn't work out. Five of Cups, right? You're like, I'm letting everything from the past go and I'm just embracing this connection. I've got this deep spiritual connection with that Queen of Cups. I'm head over heels in love. And this is wonderful. And this is like your friends are supportive, they're by your side, and they're like, yes, this is fantastic. Okay. You may have a couple of naysayers in your group with the Five of Cups, like, are you sure? As you know, we always have those caring friends that do say that, and you're like, yep, I am sure. Okay, but I also feel if you've been with your person for a while, perhaps you've been through a little bit of a rocky patch. It looks like here, the Page of Swords, okay, this fresh, newer kind of energy coming in. Five of Cups, okay, and the Queen of Cups, I feel that we're healing from something, right? We do have that Four of Swords coming out there, so there's this healing energy and really stepping back into a deeper connection with your person. We all have those little ups and downs along our freeway of our relationships. Okay, so things are back on track. Certainly some wonderful positive energy there. Okay, the Five of Coins, this is here as your current attitude, but also advice. Okay, so the Five of Coins does show that maybe there's been some sort of lack in your relationship. Okay, and this could either be lack in your life in general or in your relationship with your person. Okay, the Five of Coins is, a little bit of that lack mentality. It's like, but there's a different way of looking at things. There's a different way of seeing the potential in something. Okay, so really the advice here with the Five of Coins is to stay positive, okay, and to focus on moving forward, to focus on what you have, okay, or what you desire, all right. And with, there are 5 coins there available, and this person here isn't looking at it. So sometimes we just need to look for alternate ways of doing things, okay, or to look for the good in a situation. So I do feel with the Five of Coins, the Nine of Coins, and the Princess of Coins coming here, I think some of you have perhaps hit a little bit of a rocky patch in regards to your home life, okay, or perhaps your finances, all right, and you're really hopeful there with that Nine of Coins that things are about to improve, and we do have a Princess of Coins coming up there as well, okay, so I think you are going to get back on track if you have been a little bit off kilter there with your finances, but you may need to keep an open mind, okay, and you might need to maybe even ask your friends, okay, for any kind of leads or anything like that, okay. The Five of Coins is one of lack, but not total loss necessarily, okay, so there is a light there at the end of that tunnel. But the Five of Coins I can also see here, especially with the Fates energy related back to it, is that you might be looking at your person, especially those of you who are in a slightly fresher relationship, okay, or even if you've been with your person a long time, sometimes there's things that just bug you, okay, about the person, and they have a lot to offer. Those 5 coins, they have a lot to offer, and sometimes we focus on the wrong thing, okay, and sometimes we need to accept our person for all of their qualities, okay? Even the ones that we don't 100% like. Acceptance is the key, okay? Otherwise, we're always stuck in this energy where we're hoping for more, we're wishing for more, we're longing for more, okay? And, you know, oh, I wish that person didn't throw that towel on the floor, okay? I wish they would dress a little bit better, and you know, all of those things. I wish that they made more money, you know, all of those things. And, you know, sometimes in the long-term scheme of things, do those things really matter? So the advice to you there would be to look at the qualities in your person and in your situation that you love, that you enjoy, okay? And sometimes we just need to accept people for all of their flaws, okay, all of their positive attributes, okay, and you know, that way we just step into a better level of acceptance there. Okay, but if you are having some financial issues, okay, that 5 of coins shows to keep an open mind and to perhaps even take a different approach at something, okay, because there are solutions there are possibilities there, and you could even be trying to manifest those into your life, a new place to live, okay. You know, that trip that maybe some of you want to take there, I think you're probably going to find your resources, or maybe you're going to find a different way of doing something. Again, if you're in a situation where you can't afford a romantic getaway for the weekend, okay, there's free things that you can do as well to, you know, to reconnect with your person or to get some alone time, okay? Maybe your friends can help you in some way, all right? And, you know, if you've got kids that are running around the house, maybe maybe you have a friend that steps up to the plate and gives you an offer, okay, an offer to look after your kids or something, or you know, and that way you can have a little bit of alone time. But your external influences here, we have desire, okay, and this is actually the Chariot cards. This is Cancerian energy here, okay? So there is some movement that is around you, okay, moving forward. Okay, if some of you have been feeling as though you've been a little bit stuck with that 5 of coins there, a little bit stuck in the rut, okay, this shows that there is a lot of passion, there's a lot of chemistry between you and your person. If you've been feeling as though there hasn't been that connection, you certainly have that ability there, okay, to rekindle that spark, that flame. Okay, there is a lot of, you know, there is a deeper connection, you know, that is available to you. So, you know, especially with that Magician there, with that, you know, with that Chariot card. The Chariot card is one of moving forward, overcoming obstacles and challenges, okay, and, you know, by being in balance with each other, by communicating with each other, by being on the same page, and that gets you moving forward. That gets you overcoming any obstacles or challenges, or that gets you just seeing the big picture and seeing your way forward, seeing the finish line. So, you know, again, you know, even in a wonderful even in a wonderful, loving, spiritual connection, okay, it's not always sunshine and roses 24 hours a day. So whatever your situation, whatever you've got going on, okay, that Chariot energy really does show that there is a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion with you and your person, okay? And when you get on the same page, have an important conversation, then you can overcome whatever is put in your pathway. So in this deck here, the Chariot card is one of transition. It is one of movement and moving forward, okay? So there may be a few little changes that are going on in your relationship here with this person, but whatever your situation is, it's really, really positive, okay? So conversations, very important, okay? That communication is very important. So there could also be somebody influencing you externally. Thank you. There could be someone influencing you externally that is a Cancerian or has Cancer in their chart somewhere. Okay, this can be a friend or a family member. This person could be either a hindrance or a help in some way. Okay, and but I'm feeling here in the upright that it's really more of a help than anything else. Okay, so perhaps there's someone really important in your life that you can talk to, okay, you know, or that can help you out in some way, okay, or maybe even give you a little bit of inspiration or some fresh ideas. Also, externally for you here, we do have the High Priestess, okay, so this deep spiritual connection with you and this person, okay. You guys don't have to talk about a lot of things, you know, verbally necessarily, okay, you just got this deeper mysterious kind of connection, okay, with your person. All right, but the High Priestess in your external environment here can also show that perhaps there is someone who can give you some really good advice, someone who is, you know, typically really quiet but kind of like a little bit all-knowing, okay. The High Priestess as a person would be someone who is perhaps quite spiritual, but they're like the mother of all knowledge, okay, so to speak, okay. So this could be someone, you know, someone a little bit older than you, it could be someone the same age as you, but someone who has a lot of wisdom, okay, in them, and they just kind of seem to have the answers all the time. And sometimes we do have that friend in our social circle, it's like, oh my god, is there anything you don't know? They might be a little bit of an old soul, okay, so they could certainly give you some advice, okay, because some of you might have some decisions to make, the Two of Swords, okay, and the Two of Swords quite often does show that maybe we've got some decisions to make, or we've got something to communicate about, we've got some, you know, do we stay, do we go, do we accept things for as they are, or does something need to change? So if there are any decisions that are need to be made, okay, for one, your intuition will certainly guide you, okay. Communication really is the key with you and your person here, and if you're still undecided about something, okay, then that High Priestess could certainly represent a person in your life that can just give you the best advice that you've ever gotten, okay. But we do have the Ace of Swords here, clarity, truth, honesty, openness, okay, a new way of doing things, a new way of communicating, finding those solutions, letting go of anything that is troubling, okay. The Ace of Swords can quite often represent that spark, okay, that spark of a light bulb moment, that those epiphany moments, okay. So a little bit of thinking energy. There's a very your person may actually have a lot of air in their chart. I mean, your person could be Cancerian, okay, but I'm feeling a lot of air here, okay. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, okay, whether they are that in their sun sign or they just have that heavy placement somewhere in your chart. You might actually even also have a lot of air in your chart as well. I mean, Capricorn, you're very earthy, very down to earth, but I just feel as though you probably have some really powerful Aquarius, Gemini, Libra somewhere in your birth chart, okay, probably up in your big 3 or 4, maybe even your Venus actually has a lot of air in it, okay, because this is a connection with your person on like a whole different level, a whole different plane, okay. But the Ace of Swords does bring in this fresh perspective, this new energy, you know, the ability to let bygones be bygones, okay, to make the important decisions, all right. But the Ace of Swords brings about that energy of success, as does the Chariot energy also, okay. So whether you have a fresh perspective, okay, those flashes of new ideas, okay, new information even, okay, that helps you make a good choice, you know, whatever that is for you, you are in the driver's seat, okay. You are large and in charge, and you can make the right decisions for you to move forward. Okay, we do have the Fool card coming out here as your hopes and fears. Okay, so you're really hoping that this connection that you have with your person will take you on some wonderful adventures. The Fool card is that one of the fresh start, the new beginning, something really exciting. Okay, you may not necessarily know, if you're in a newer relationship, you might not know where this is going. You're just really happy to be there. You're just really excited to be there, and you hope that this is something that you can go the distance, okay? But you're willing to give it the good old college try, whatever it happens to be. Don't overthink, don't overanalyze, ask for some advice if that's what you need. Okay, and just accept things for what it is. All right. Others of you, I think you are really hoping. I mean, let's face it, the Fool card can be one of travel. Okay, and I am getting a travel energy that's coming out of here. Okay, so maybe you're really hoping that you could go on some sort of trip with your person. Okay, go on somewhat adventure with your person. But the Fool card also does represent a new beginning, a fresh start, or even just the next phase or stage of a relationship here as well. Okay, and so just trust and have faith, go with the flow. All right, because there's so much wonderful energy that's coming in here. It's like, what are you worried about? Okay, follow your heart. Okay, follow your heart, and you know try and overlook any perceived flaws. Okay, this faded energy coming in. All right, if there's things that you can live with, if this person, this 5 of coins, right, if they have these 5 qualities that you actually really like, and you're focused on the one, okay, that maybe you don't like, well, maybe you need to decide if there's something that you can live with and accept. And so you can, just really focus on the possibilities that exist with this person in this relationship. Okay. And there's a lot of people out there that try and change somebody. All right. And you know what? It usually backfires. Okay. So we accept people for as they are. And, sometimes we need to teach them a little bit, especially if both you and your person are very independent. Sometimes we do need to learn how to cohabitate with another person, how to share responsibilities and things like that. But as for someone's actual qualities, okay, their personality, their qualities, okay, you quite often can't change those things in a person. So acceptance really is the key. But we do have the Princess of Coins coming in here, and this is really quite beautiful energy. A new beginning, a fresh start, an offer of commitment, possibly some improvement in your finances coming in here. Okay, maybe that maybe a little bit of a surprise that may come in. Okay, the results of manifestations, especially with the Magician card there. Okay, so if you're looking for try and find some money to get to get away for a little bit, you might actually just find what you're looking for. Okay, but the Princess of Coins really does represent the first signs of manifestations. Okay, things starting to come to fruition, things improving, things deepening in your connection. Okay, and if there's been any kind of challenges or along the way, this really does show a lot of promise. Okay, going forward, a lot of improvements. So those those higher level of commitments, reconnecting and recommitting with your person. Okay, whatever that looks like for you, it's totally positive and really quite wonderful magical energy that's coming out for you guys. So I'm loving it. And don't forget, with your 9s here, okay, 9s are about completion. And of course, we do have that Chariot. So one phase, okay, is completing, and you're transitioning and you're moving forward into the next phase. The Fool card shows that too, as does the Princess of Coins. Okay, so so it just really feels as though whatever it is that you're hoping and wishing for, okay, it looks like you are very much on track to get that. All right, I'm going to leave that there for you guys, but I'm going to close out your reading here with a couple of Lovers Oracle cards, and let's just see what we've got for you. As far as numerological sequences go, we do have 2 9s. You might want to look up the deeper meaning of number 99. And we also have 2 4s, the higher power and the 4 of swords. Okay, 4s do, of course, bring about stability. And so you might want to look up the spiritual meaning and the angel meaning of number 44. And then, of course, we also do have the Magician and the Ace of Swords. So we've got number 11. Number 11 quite often means you and someone you're connected with, okay? This is a connection that can raise your vibration, take you to the higher level, okay? And maybe even the person that you're with is sent to you to help you ascend to the next higher level. So let's see what we've got here. There's your first card. And it says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Interesting. Put that right there by that Fates card. Okay, acceptance is key. There's your next card. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I'm going to put that right by that 9 of coins, because I think some of you may be looking to do something independent, something on your own, okay? Or there might be, you might be thinking about your independence, right? Sometimes if we're in relationships, we worry that we lose ourselves or that we lose our own independence in some way, okay? And that might be really important for you. And there's your final card, and it says power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. The power is always yours. The choice is yours. All right. If you don't see long-term potential in something, there's a lot of passion here. Okay. With that Chariot energy by the looks of it. All right. But you know what? Sometimes if you're at personal independence, the 9 of coins, going on your own, maybe with that Fool card, if that's important for you, whatever it is that you want, you have the power to move forward, to transform, to embrace, to connect, or if that's for you, to walk away. I don't really see much walking away energy here, but you never know. There are decisions, right? So you never know, right? Remember, you have the power to choose what is right for you. I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope there was something here that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a great month ahead, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.